Hey y'all, welcome back to Dixie Garage. Today we're going to get started on the 1980 Ironhead Sportster. That one has a carburetor on the way. Got some new mats to put down. Haven't got to it yet. Switched the lifts around, as you see. Got the Virago chopper over here. There's the fender in the tank for the Sportster. And so, let's get started on the Sportster. Got a new workbench over there. Put the bigger lift on this side. Freed up a lot more space to work with, so yeah, hopefully we'll be back to that one pretty soon. As soon as I finish the CJ, all my extra time will be going to that. I want to finish that old Jeep first. So we're going to end up putting those wheels on here. The wire wheels are going to go on the Virago. And yeah, he got that Sportster kit that's going to be coming, which this one has like a drum sprocket thing, but he don't want to use drum. I don't blame him either. If it's going to be your only brake, it needs to be a good one. I think it has a drum up front, but it's a weird setup. Either way, he wanted those wheels. I don't want them on there. So, yeah. Today, we're going to just be blacking out the engine, cleaning up this frame, get these chips down the best we can, and then paint it. Basically, everything's going black except for a few little, like this starter cover, which I believe comes off. I think it probably spins off. Some Phillips, take that off. Now I'm gonna just tape off the heads, the valve covers. And that's gonna be it. Everything else, well, that'll stay chrome. Some little things are gonna stay chrome, but for the most part, we're blacking it all out right now. Two cans of degreaser later. Now it's time to start masking everything off, sanding the stuff that's actually gonna get hit that has a big surface, like right here. Get as much of that as I can. The fins, the air cooling fins, you can't really do much about that. You know, I'll stick a Scotch-Brite in there and kind of just scratch the surface, but it doesn't, there's not a lot you can do about that. But like over here, you got this whole primary cover. That's all got to get hit pretty good. So sand what you can, the best you can. Like use this high temp flat black paint first. Basically it's like a primer, and it goes a lot hotter. It's good for like headers and stuff. I think it's actually grill paint is what it is. Get it at Lowe's. But get a good layer of that on the engine, and then after that, you can put the actual engine paint on there. That's just how I do it. So this side came out really good. The other side had a little reaction. I'm not really sure exactly what caused it, but I'm gonna sand that side down with some 180 and redo it. You can see it like right here. It just started bubbling up and just kept getting worse. The other side didn't do it at all, so I'm not really sure exactly what caused it, but the frame looks a million times better. So that's a major improvement. We're getting closer and closer. Get this back end kit, swap these wheels around with my wife's bike over here, and we'll be ready to go. Sportster will be all the way done, man. Got to put the LED in. Got the LED. Well, the VTX is gone. Went to an 18-year-old youngster, and he was definitely the right guy for it, man. He loves bobbers, and you know, he's been riding an 883 for 2 years, and it was time for him to get something bigger. And you know, it is what it is, man. That bike needs to be ridden, and 883 is not really anybody's ideal bike, but I'm probably going to be stuck with it for a little bit. I'm selling my bike, and I'm doing that just because I want to use that money to put towards a full custom build, or like refurbish an American Iron Horse or something. Find somebody with one that's ran down and just kind of redo it all. But it's a lot cheaper to redo one than it is to completely start from scratch. But basically this one's listed, so when it goes, I'll get started on a full custom project. But yeah, so he was definitely the right man for the VTX. It needed somebody who's gonna ride it, and I feel like he's gonna ride the piss out of it. Like, he's gonna enjoy every bit of that 1300 cc's, you know. So yeah, and then mine will go. I'll miss it, but you know, she's done her thing, man. She won every show last year, every show she's ever been to, won every race she's ever been in. Just nobody's even got close, man. She's proved that she's the top dog, and it needs to go to somebody who has time for it, man. I barely ever get to ride anymore. So I'll probably get stuck with the 883 for a bit, and then, yeah, you know, I'll do, of course, I can't just ride a factory 883. I mean, you can only make an 883 so cool, but, you know, I'll do the hardtail conversion, all that on the back, maybe do like a 200 tire conversion with it. It'll be something crazy for a Sportster, but at the end of the day, it's still a Sportster. You know, I'm not a huge Harley fan anyways, but, I really want to get something with like an S&S or a RevTech engine, something that I can get some performance out of, but you know, it's going to be the simplicity of like a Harley based engine. So yeah, we'll get to all those things soon. The CJ build is going along nicely, and I'll have another video up of that pretty soon. We'll be doing more stuff with the Virago just as soon as my bike goes and I have money for like exhaust. And yeah, I think that's the main thing I need to buy right now is exhaust. And we'll be doing more work on the ironhead. Ironhead, all we're really waiting on is that Sportster kit. And I got to do a little shuffle around with the wheels, taking those Lowbro Customs wheels over there and putting them on the ironhead. So kind of everything's just in waiting for that Sportster kit. But be more to come. I'll do a little bit to that 883 Sportster. I tinkered with it a little bit already. You know, I can't leave anything alone. So if I'm going to be riding it around, it's got to be better than it was, no doubt. So I've already put spike grips and side mounted plate. He had a side mounted plate, but it didn't have there was no brake light. There was like wiring all over the place, so I had to take care of all that. But yeah, I did a little bit of tinkering. I guess I'm gonna go take me a ride.